All right, there we go. It is another Thursday, and I am live. How's everybody doing? What's going on? We are, of course, going to give everybody a chance to jump in the chat. There's only 4 people on right now, so we'll give everybody a few minutes to jump in. What's everybody up to? Air Force guy. Biscayne Kid is back. Second live chat in a row. He missed out on a few. Welcome back, buddy. How you doing? Welcome to everybody. We're up to 36. Let's just give it like a 2-minute countdown, and we'll let everybody jump in, and that way nobody misses anything, or at least nobody misses a lot. Oh, snap. Steve Rakin is live? I didn't even see an email from Rakin that he was live. That's my bad. Ground control to Major Casey. Whew. Yeah, if you just jumped in, you can like this video, this chat, once you get going. Just going to give everybody just a couple minutes, so I don't want everybody to get bored waiting on everybody, but, you know. YouTube unsubscribed Alice Cribbs. Yes, everybody, please check your subscription button next to my name. If your button shows the word subscribe, you are not subscribed to me. Press the button so it says subscribed, ED, the plural. Watching me on TV and the phone. Casey and the crew. The crew is not here. Today is, oh, I'm getting a few of you that said you had to resubscribe. Please make sure that you are subscribed. YouTube is having a glitch where folks are not subscribed to the channel. I've heard that YouTube's having a glitch where it shows the button not highlighted, even though it is, and when you click it, it unsubscribes you. So just double check, click it once, click it twice, whatever you got to do. Make sure you're subscribed and that you hit the little notification button right next to my subscribe name. That way you won't miss anything. I know it happened to me on a few of my favorite YouTubers, so definitely no good. Lorraine is doing great. Awesome. Yes, please also the like button underneath of my video, underneath the actual screen is a like button. Really means a lot if you guys would like that video. Please, any of my videos, this one or any other one, please do like it. Faircon X, how you doing, buddy? I did promise Malachi. Is it Malachi? It is his birthday yesterday. So happy birthday, Malachi. I promised to wish him a happy birthday on here. I don't know how old you are, buddy, but happy birthday. Almost a new year. So you got it in there before the end of 2016. I imagine you get it in before the end of every year. Jacksonville's here. Lindy is here. How you doing, Lindy? Lindy Glenn. Also, for those of you that are watching that are fans of Nicole State, I don't believe she's in the chat just yet. She's having a live chat afterwards if you want to check out her channel. I think she's going to start when I go off. So I saw her tag me on Instagram. Rich, I do indeed. I do list with the mobile app. We'll get into the questions here in just a few minutes. So if you have a question, get it ready, get it locked and loaded, and we'll start ramming out questions in just a couple of seconds. Going on Grumpy, birthday tomorrow. Happy early birthday. He's 19. So Malachi's younger. I know he's a younger guy, but happy birthday to him. Lindy's in here. Love when Lindy checks it out. Sometimes I have to wear my earmuffs when I'm in Lindy's live chats. Her and Mike just, you know, above my age range. I'm sure Pittsburgh Mike, if he's not busy, will jump in here pretty soon. Amazon purchased the patent for flying warehouse. That's insane. I have backed off of my Amazon sales lately. As Amazon explodes, I'm just seeing a lot of issues right now. But what's weird is right before I came on live chat, in the last couple hours, I've sold like 10 items on Amazon. So it's still pretty solid. No more deaths for the rest of the year. Yeah, what is up with all these celebrity deaths in the last week? It's pretty crazy. I loved Carrie Fisher. I love the original Star Wars. Caitlin has not watched the original Star Wars. I'll let that sink in, but she has not watched it, and she doesn't appreciate Carrie Fisher quite like a lot. I feel awful. I'm going to have to make this up to Steve because I didn't know Steve was live. I do my live shows at 9 p.m. every week like clockwork, so I mean, if they're live before me, I apologize, and I try to hold off. I had no idea he was live, though. Steve's a great guy, so I'll make it up to him. I'll have to buy him a smoothie or something. I'm not sure. Listen, I'm not going to say whether I agree or not agree, but Live the Life with Texas says we still have time for Trump to pass away. Whether you like Trump or not, that's pretty funny. You know what? Steve Rakin helped get me started as well. Steve Rakin is a great guy. He's knowledgeable. He's been in this business a long time. Steve is kind of the guy that goes off and does his own thing. Steve has always been kind of independent of everybody else, kind of like me as well. And Steve always tries different ideas. He's not scared to experiment. And that's what I like about Steve. Whether he actually succeeds at everything that he does or not, he doesn't give up. He doesn't stop just because one thing didn't work. So, Steve's a good guy. You can learn a lot from him. Definitely. Steve, I would love for Steve to come on a Florida vacation and go out with me. That'd be awesome. I'm not MIA on Instagram. I've been posting on Instagram. You've just been missing it, Andrea. I've been liking all your stuff too, so. Alice had a rough day. Something to get you to stop quitting. I listed 5 items watching Breaking Bad in bed, and I have already sold one of them. It just sold on Amazon. It took 10 minutes, probably underpriced it, but it could literally sell something that you list within a few minutes. Never give up. Never quit. Always. Steve is not the first person that I watched. The first person I ever watched was Bonafide Hustler, which is one of Steve's good friends, Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, if you've never seen him. He was the very first person I ever watched on YouTube. I've always known about Gary V, and I met Steve Rakin through YouTube not long after that, and so that's where I got going. Yeah, the Breaking Bad marathon has been on for like 3 days or 4 days. I've been watching it. I've seen all the Breaking Bad episodes multiple times, but I've just been watching it as I've been sitting in the bedroom or in the living room. I love that show. The actors, being that they had no superpower acting skills before that, they just killed it on that show. From Bob Odenkirk and Cranston and Aaron Paul. I mean, they super did a great job for being what they were when they started that show. If you've never seen Breaking Bad, please go watch it and don't get caught up in the fact that it's about drugs. It is an awesome show. Yeah, the likes are a little low. If you guys haven't liked the show or liked the channel or this video, whatever this is, please go like this video. I really appreciate it, guys. There's always a lot more of you here than have liked it, and that's okay, but please don't leave without liking the video. Better Call Saul was disappointing to me. I liked most of it, but it was a little disappointing. I got to say they couldn't top Breaking Bad, and maybe our expectations were a little high, but it just wasn't. It didn't do it for me. We never ended up finishing most of the season. All right, I'm going to start jumping in questions. It looks like a lot of you have a lot of questions. Oh, before I start, last night we had our last 2016 Tampa Bay Beamer meet, which is the BMW group that I'm a member of. This is the shirt, Tampa Beamer, spelled just like that, B-I-M-M-E-R. Thanks to all the guys out at Tampa Beamer, Jay and Adam and Justin and Kevin and everybody that was out there last night. It was a great time. We had dinner at Taps in Tampa, and that's an awesome group if you check them out on Facebook. A lot of awesome cards you can check out, including me. Okay, so let's get into the questions that everybody has. Now, I'm going to roll through these as quickly as possible. If I miss your question, I'm not ignoring you. Please shoot it out there again. These chats go amazingly fast once you guys start blasting me with questions, so please bear with me as I will try to get to as many as all of them or as many of them as I can. I doubt I can grab as many. I do have a Red Bull, by the way. Somebody said grab a Monster. I drink Red Bull. Blue Red Bull. Sell similar or relist is something I cover in quite a few videos. Selling similar, if you relist an item, it will have the same item number as before, which will cause eBay to think it's an old stale item and push it down. The only time I recommend relisting is if you have multiple quantities of an item and you're selling them, or if you have a lot of watchers, you might not want to lose those customers, so you may want to relist it once for 30 more days. Once you start running out, you could probably sell similar if it gets to be too old. Giselle, the benefit of giving that eBay new listing number on a sell similar is because it's a new item, which causes newer items get ranked higher by eBay. That's the reason that we do sell similar. Keeping track of inventory for taxes, Sugar Cloud, is something I've covered. I don't keep track of every single item that I have in inventory. I keep track of a total amount that I've purchased as opposed to a total amount that I've sold. So if I spend $50,000 this year on inventory and I sold $150,000, I have a zero cost. I don't keep track of an average cost of goods. Some people average their items out. If they bought 1,000 items, they spent $1,000. They will have $1 cost per item. And if they sell all but one item, their inventory going forward is $1. They have one item left with $1. So that's a good way to do it as well. There's no wrong or right way to do it. And if you're really unsure, definitely consult a CPA. I am not a licensed CPA. I don't have a degree for that. I've never done accounting officially. Tim, we list everything on the eBay app using our phone. Countering a lowball offer is a great question. I will not counter knucklehead offers like $1, $2, $3. But if I list an item for 40 and somebody offers me 10 or 15 bucks, it's lowball for sure, but I'll counter. I'll at least give them a chance to be fair. You know, if it's 40, I might come back with a $35 offer and remind them that I'm doing free shipping. The item's been discounted. It's a fair price. It's a great offer, and comparables are selling, you know, between 30 and 40. And sometimes we make a deal, sometimes we don't. They might come back with 15 or 18, and I'm like, no, thank you, decline. But sometimes they'll come back at like 25 or 28, and I'll just counter them, and I'll say, listen, 32 is really my bottom dollar. Let's make a deal, and it happens. So, you know, just be sensible when countering. If they're knuckleheads, don't worry about it. Why do I not use FBA more? I like to handle my returns and my own inventory. I am going to start doing more FBA in the coming year. In the springtime, I'm going to start sending more. So definitely want to get into more FBA. Somebody didn't like the scent of detergent. Ouch. Yes, we use scented detergent. Never had that problem and hopefully never will. That's odd. If you sell something for cash, is there a way to report it? If you do a purchase or a sale in cash, I recommend getting a receipt book and writing it down, dating it, signing it, and putting as much information about it as possible and logging it away just like you would get a receipt from a store. That's the only way to report cash transactions. And typically the only thing the IRS would even remotely accept in the event that you got audited. Blue Collar Millionaires is an awesome show. If you've never watched it, check it out. Those guys really know how to hustle, and they do hard work doing it. If you've ever heard of college hunks hauling junk, those guys, Omar and his business partner, live right down the road from the bins that I go to, 10 or 15 minutes. Super nice guys. I've seen them out in public. They live right on the main road. One of them does. He drives a black Maserati. I don't know that he still has it, but I've seen him out and about. I don't know them personally, but they were on Blue Collar Millionaires, and they own College Hunks Hauling Junk, College Hunks Moving, and I believe College Foxes Packing Boxes was on Shark Tank. I don't know if that ever got off the ground. But those two guys live in South Tampa. Super nice guys. Markdown Manager I use every day. I mark my items up, and then I mark a percentage off. Sometimes it's 50, sometimes it's 30. It depends on what I feel like running a sale for. But yes, Markdown Manager is a must. If you don't use Markdown Manager, you're making a big mistake, guys. No, we do not use my home address as shipping. We have a different address. We don't steam clothes, no. Miller baseball gloves I'm not familiar with. You're going to need to look up similar ones. The best for you to sell, Amazon, FBA, or eBay? It depends on what you're selling. Used and broken items, typically eBay. Brand new, higher end items, typically Amazon. This week, Bob, is not slow. I'm selling a lot. We had a great day yesterday and a day before. We did 1,000 2 days ago, almost 1,100, and we did 800 last night. We're only at 400 today. It's a little slow today. I'm a little disappointed, but gift cards are spending right now, so you should be making some sales. More views on eBay is just better photos and better keywords and better items. You can use my eBay templates. If you want to go to my eBay and copy my template and paste it, absolutely do that. Just change it to fit you and your items, but you can definitely copy and paste it. It's there for everybody. I don't mind. You can use a P.O. box for eBay. Absolutely can use a P.O. box. No question about that. Deanna, best month ever. It's been our best month this year. I do not check every single video game. We inspect the backs, and if they have scratches, we clean them on our machines. We also use Q-tips and denatured alcohol for cartridge games. It's a really good way to clean a lot of the cartridge games. So we do check them for the most part. We don't physically test them. We test a lot of them. If we think it's bad, we'll test it. But returns are super low, so I wouldn't get too hung up on that if you're doing a lot of quantity. Yes, do sales. Thrift in that, definitely do sales. I'm running a 50% off sale this month. I mark all my items up and then drop them 50%. Receipts at yard sales, Beth Crawley. Just get one of the receipt books from Walmart, the little $3 invoice sheets. When you buy an item, write the items down, what you paid, the date, and you can write a neighborhood or an address and yard sale, and then sign it. The IRS, in the event of an audit, would accept that as you are a yard sale buyer, especially based on what kind of merchandise you're buying and where you sold it. So that's definitely a way you can record for that. FedEx will not let you ship to a P.O. box because of responsibility insurance issues. It's a long story, but you can look it up. They just won't let you do it. Any day is a good day to start a sale. Sundays is supposedly the best selling day, but I run my sales all the time. Yes, my template says pet free because the dogs are not allowed in the room with the dogs don't go in the garage where all of our clothing inventory is. And all the electronics are up. The dogs don't come in contact with our electronics, so there's no dog hair. We wipe down everything. It's completely perfect. And my sister-in-law does not have any pets, so there's always pet free. You can't mark your items up through Markdown Manager, but you can go to your active listings and edit your items up a percentage in bulk, or you can just edit them in bulk and change the prices, which is typically what I used to do. I sell my iPhone cases on eBay currently. I have sold some on Amazon before, but right now they're all listed on eBay. Our mail carrier picks up our packages. Wayne, you are so awesome. That's awesome to hear. What do I net on average per day on eBay? We're averaging, for December, we're averaging like $800 a day. We're going to do a $24,000 month on eBay. Typically, it's closer to $20,000, so an extra $4,000 or $5,000 this month. But that's our gross. Remember, I'm losing 30% worth of eBay, PayPal, shipping costs, shipping material, all that expense is 30%. So that's $4,000, which leaves me $16,000, and then cost of goods, at least 10 to 15%, so another $3,000. I'm netting profit-wise, on eBay, $8,000 to $10,000 a month. Probably $10,000 a month is about right. Rocco, you can do it. Blu-ray is gated. You'll have to get approved for Blu-ray, but video games you can ship into FBA. I ship all my clothing in poly mailers, and if anybody doesn't like it, that's too bad for them because I've sold thousands of pieces of clothes with not one complaint. Directly to FBA from China, you certainly can, but it's going to be expensive from what I hear. Jameson, I don't remember my first year on eBay. Probably a few $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. It took me several years to get up to, 10, 15, 20,000, where I was doing a couple thousand a month. But I didn't know what I knew now. There weren't the resources when I started were not available. So, had I had a Chris the Bonafide Hustler or Steve Rakin or a Rockstarflipper or Lindy Glenn or Nicole State, 5, 6 years ago, I probably could have gotten a lot bigger, a lot faster. But, back then it was a struggle. I would not leave my boxes outside for USPS. Never. No, my payroll, I do about 10,000 on eBay, and then another 3,000 or 4,000. I'm typically at like 15,000 before expenses, which is payroll and the little office sub that I'm doing. I'm not going to sublease that office anymore. It's just a waste. We don't really use it. But after all my expenses, the email costs and the internet and the cell phones, all that stuff, me clean and clear pre-tax is probably 10 or 11,000 a month, and then post-tax, you're talking about $9,000. Even if I'm paying out $2,000 a month in taxes, 20,000. I think I only sent the IRS 15,000 last year for taxes is what I paid out. after deductions and after all that stuff. So, you know, it's not unusual for me to take home $8,000 in a month after everything. Sometimes I can do 10. It just depends. There's some months. This month I definitely will. This month's been great. We're going to do 25 to 26,000, maybe north of 28,000 total sales. We'll probably profit 18, and after expenses I'll probably be, you know, 13 or 14,000. We'll see. Veronica, I had the same problem for a while. I didn't upgrade to the premium store for about a month after I cleared it. I paid the fees the following month, and then 2 months after I was going over 250, I bought it. My poly bags come directly off of eBay, and if you want, I can link them down in the description below after this video, but you can also go to my YouTube About page, and there's a link to them. Trademarks on used clothing, yes. Some companies like Coach, Louis Vuitton, be very careful about that. Followers on eBay is just organic. People see your stuff, they like you, and they follow you. Jeff Cole, to start an eBay store, just Google eBay subscriptions, eBay store subscription. You'll find it. I don't use stock photos, no. 13,000 in 1 month, oh my Lord. It's a lot of work, man. It's eBay, it's Amazon, it's everything. I'm getting a little bit of money out of YouTube now. It's still not life-changing. Thanks to you guys, I am getting a nice little, little chunk of change out of eBay. It's nothing insane, trust me. You can go on Social Blade and look it up. But it's definitely cool to get money from Google. To see a deposit once a month from Google in my account is pretty awesome. So, I can't retire on it. I can't just make YouTube videos. But it's cool to get some money. Yes, you can get tax returns from eBay if you're over 18 years old. Phone accessories on Amazon FBA is tough because it's very flooded. I have a friend that does it. There are a million guys doing it. It's tough to get going. I just do the clothes. Surf and Goat, I also do pawn shops. I do thrift stores. I do Goodwills, Salvation Armies. I do Facebook, Craigslist. I do a lot of different things. Jameson Closet. I have a premium, the mid-level store. I have thought about going up to the Anchor store, but it's not useful yet. Lindy watches all my ads. I'm going to need video proof of this because I don't think you do, especially not the videos where they advertise like guns and stuff. There's no way. She does. I believe you, Lindy. Listen, when I watch other YouTubers, I watch the ads as well. I don't have ad block, and I have not paid for YouTube Red simply because I don't want the creators to lose money. Yes, PayPal e-checks can take 7 days to clear. Absolutely. I pick clothing based on brands that I know sell and experience. I'm talking about Abercrombie. I'm talking about Lucky Brand, J. Jill, just brands that I know sell, and I'll pick them up. And also what I learned from other YouTubers. When are you doing your show with your friend who is homeless and now successful? Jameson, David is out of town for the holidays with his family. They're at a cabin now in North Carolina. They went to Disney for Christmas, and they're in North Carolina for New Year's. He was actually just texting me a few minutes ago some videos from his trip. He will be back next week, and we are going to have that video ready by next weekend or the second week of January. So guys, keep an eye out for that video. It's going to be up. I can't wait to do it. We may go visit the old trailer on the property that he lived on, and then we'll go back to his house that he lives in now, and you guys will be able to see how far he's come. It's an awesome story. I'm glad to have met him, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. How much do I spend at stores? I spend anywhere from 10 to 20% cost of goods. So if I'm doing a $20,000 month, I may have spent $3,000 to $4,000. Just depends. How do I net so much with those great low prices? Brian, if you go look at my sold listings, you'll see you can total it up. I have the screenshots of my 60 days. You guys will probably never be able to see it on this screen, but I can certainly try. Let me turn down the brightness because you guys always say my phone's so bright, which it is. Kate complains about my phone being so bright too, but let's see if we can get it to work. Hang on. There's my 60-day. We're at 34,000, and I believe this month is 20,000, 21, I think, something like that. So it's definitely doable. That's and then my eBay and PayPal fees are hovering around, with shipping is hovering around 26%. I have 2,000 items in my store right now. Currently. Returns. I have a lot of questions. Oh my God. I'm 31 years old. Returns have been a little high this week. We've had 4 or 5 this week, which sucks because we normally only get a couple in a week. We get like 2 or 3 per week. We're up to like 5 or maybe 6 this week. I go sourcing. I used to go sourcing 5 days a week. Now I've only gone 3 days a week because of the holidays. I'm usually not sourcing as much these times, but I'll start sourcing again in January. You guys will see more haul videos and stuff. I don't pay myself like you would think. The way that my company is set up is the company is here. It buys, it sells, it buys, it sells, it buys, it sells. It makes $10,000 profit. It pays the taxes after deductions and all that. It pays its taxes. And whatever money is here belongs to Casey. This is a sole owner LLC for tax purposes. It's called pass-through income. Whatever the company makes, less its deductions, after it pays its taxes, is the same money as me. When I report my taxes, this is my income. This is my pay stub, my proof of income. I can spend this money any way I see fit. So I'm always calculating how much money I have made in profit, and I spend that much, and I've got a certain level. And once I spend down to this level, whether it's personal spending or whether it's supplies or business spending, I don't go under this number. This is the number that I need to operate, and this is the amount that I can spend. Now, usually what I will do is I will transfer a chunk of this money over to my personal account to pay all my bills. I always send the amount I need to pay my bills over to my personal account. And whatever's left is my fund money. So that's pretty much it. That's how it works. It's pretty easy. If I charge for shipping, do you refund the shipping fee? Yes. If there's a return, you'll be responsible for that. Self-employment tax, I do pay Thrift Daddy. It is cheaper for me currently to pay the self-employment tax than to convert to an S Corp and then have to pay income tax on the paycheck that I would write myself. It's lesser. At some point, it may end up being more and I'll have to switch, but right now it makes less sense, or it makes more sense for me to do it the way I am doing it. And I don't have enough employees to be paying workman's comp. That requires 4 employees. I do not have 4. So good to go. I spend anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 a week sourcing, at least. I don't source on eBay. My favorite eBay app is the eBay app. The payment on the i8. It's hard for me to read the chat too. iPods, I probably have anywhere from 50 to 100 up. I buy, 20, 30, 40 iPods a week broken. I have a lot of sources for iPods. They're my niche. So I really, instead of buying $5 and $10 shirts or jeans or whatever, I'm buying iPods. I don't source bras, so I wouldn't know about that. Would I wear a hat? I don't wear hats. We usually list about 200 to 300 items a week. Depends on how much the guys get up. Thank you. My shipping is free. So whatever the item sold for is the gross sale. If it's $20 free shipping, it's a $20 gross sale. Is the i8 worth it, and how much is it? Yes, I have PayPal. Everything gets paid through PayPal on eBay. My concealed carry has been on the live chat before. It's in the other room. I probably should have it with me. I usually do, but if someone breaks in right now. Warlord, my electronics come from regular sources, pawn shops, Craigslist, Facebook groups, wherever I can find them. It's my niche, and I always go after them. PayPal sends 1099s in January and February. They're required to send it out by January 31st. You should have it by the first week of February. My house is right at 2,000 square feet. I retweet sometimes. I don't accept payments other than PayPal. Autocorrect hates your name. I know, because you're missing an S. Tim, I have employees. That's how we get up 200 to 300 items a week. Glock 43s are okay. I don't do online arbitrage. My company name on eBay is, I'll write it for you guys. Hang on, I'm going to type it out because a lot of people always ask. This is the first time I've been asked tonight. Ah, there it is. Excuse me. There it is. I might want to rethink free shipping with best offer. I'm turning on free shipping fast. Turning it off? Or turning it on? Yes, I use my PayPal card to buy a lot of merchandise because I get 1% back. I think I got $145 this month, so it was awesome. More at the bins, typically. Video game systems, I plug in with chargers. I have almost every charger here, so I plug them in. Video game, we test some. We don't test all of them. We just check them out by eye. I never got injured at the bins. Steve Rakin is here. Rakin Profit. Everybody say hi to Rakin, and I owe Steve an apology since he's here. Steve, I had no idea you were live. I was not watching my email, so I didn't see the email notification, which I have since seen that you went live earlier tonight, and I apologize if I took any of your viewers at the end. I didn't know you were live, buddy. Sorry about that, but I will get you on my channel if you want to come back on, or I'll come over there. We can do a live show together. We'll share the wealth. Yeah, Lindy, your name wouldn't autocorrect wrong if you spelled your name right. You need to file taxes if you make any money. Please consult a CPA. However, the 1099s are sent once you reach $20,000 and 200 transactions. Ooh, excuse me, on eBay and Amazon. Kind of like yawned and burped at the same time. Jeez. Well, 2017 is a new year, so me and Steve are going to do the 2017 show once it's 2017. As long as nothing crazy happens at the end of 2016, which we still have 2 days left. It's taken me years to grow my business. It is a party in here. There's so many people here. Penny's here, and Lindy's here. Steve's here. Everybody's here. We're missing Bonafide. I guess Bonafide's not hanging out. We have actually done a live show. Me and Steve have done 2 shows live. We have. There's a show on his channel, and I think there's one on mine. I am way behind on emails. Last I checked a few hours ago, I still had 45. So if you emailed me, you didn't get a response. I have 45 going. I will lay in bed tonight when Kate gets home and respond to some more emails. I'm really sorry about that, guys. Tax exempt status is through your state Department of Revenue. Google it up, and they will issue you a sales tax certificate. Jameson's way energetic. I'm going to be looking at the postal increases. So, it's up to Steve if he wants to come on live right now. I can definitely invite him to the Google Hangout. It's up to him though. He just went live, so I don't know that he's going to want to stay up. But he's definitely he's open. I can invite him right now if he wants. If you want to take over payments for the I-8, yeah, you certainly could. I mean, feel free if you can get approved. It's at 2.9% interest. So I have a really good interest rate on it. They don't make that much off me. I don't know if Steve is here. Ammo on eBay, I don't believe is allowed. Yes, I have all the tax licenses you need. I have a state sales tax and EIN through the federal government at irs.gov, and I also own my names registered through the Florida Division of Businesses, along with a reemployment license number where I pay for employment tax for my employees, and also for workman's comp at the point that I get to more than 4 employees. I don't see Steve. He may not be here still. Lindy, people love Lindy. Okay, I'm going to say it once. I've had a lot of people ask. Yeah, sugar, I know. I chew on ice. It's a really bad habit. Sometimes I'll buy a battery for items that don't have batteries to test them if I got a really good price on it. I do chew ice a lot. Kate gets mad at me. I probably do have an iron deficiency. I broke my tooth on a piece of ice one time, long time ago. I have never flipped cars, never really thought about it. There's way too many unknowns, and it's only a local sale, so I just like to stick away from that. Sonic has the best ice, no doubt about it. Kaylin would not be jealous of another girl on my channel. I've had Nicole, I've had Megan Reed, I've had Lindy, I've had a lot of people on, so she's totally okay with it. Okay, so I'm going to say it to everybody. A lot of people have asked how much the i8 is. The i8 is $150,000. I got a discount on it because a guy bought the car before me. 60-year-old surgeon, took it home, scared his wife, scared himself. Guy had millions of dollars. He wrote a check for it, brought it back a few weeks later, had a couple hundred miles on it. He just didn't want it anymore. He wanted to just get a luxury, slow-going car. He bought himself some crazy Benz or something. Gave the i8 back, so technically it was used, and they had to sell it to me with those used miles on it, and so I got a discount. It was a significant discount. It wasn't huge. I want to say tax tag, title, everything out the door was like 130 something. It is a large payment. It is a big payment. Yes, the Facebook group is down in the description box. It's down there, right, guys? Yes, the Facebook reseller group is down below. You can go check it out. eBay does not provide business insurance. I do not have liability insurance because no one comes into my place of business. Here is my eBay store one more time for those of you that were asking. It's right there. Please like this video. If you're here and you like it, please like it. 1099s go out after 200 in sales. I think it's 20,000, but you should report any sales. For those of you that want to know, the i8 payment with interest is $2,500 a month. Just FYI, in case anybody cared. It's too much money. It's ridiculous. Don't ever do it. But that's what it costs to have a car of that much money. Ew, body odor. Don't sell items with body odor if it has body odor. Steve Rakin is not here. Lindy, is your internet working right? Can I send you an invite to the Google Hangout? 280 growing. Monado Night, go to advanced search to search for my name, and on the left, click by seller. It's the Electronics Zone 1. I don't actually want you, Lindy. I was just trying to extend the olive branch. I'm just kidding, Lindy. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. If you want to come on, I'd be honored to have you on the chat, I guess. Lindy's hardwired now. How much do I pay a month? Do I pay a month for the car? I said it once. I can't say that again. Julie made $1,600 a month on 85 sourcing. Any videos on tax talk? Yes, I have several videos. If you search my video tab for the word tax, you'll find it. Lindy, send me a Facebook message with your Gmail. I have it in our chat, but I'm sure I'm going to have to scroll really, really far up. So send it to me again, por favor, and I will send you an invite. I do have a schedule for work. Yard sale lover, I just put a video out all about my schedule. Lindy's been drinking. That's not good. Lindsay. My biggest flip. Does anybody want to tell Jameson my biggest flip? Everybody knows my biggest flip. I'm going to send Lindy a link to the Google Hangout so she can jump on this chat real quick. My fire bell. Dave Norman. Ding, 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 ding. Dave Norman nailed it. The fire bell. Matthew. Ruggers. Oh. I have considered sources like bulk. I have done it, but I have not. I've not been very successful. I don't buy large things. Yes, everybody got it right. The fire bell. It was the 1920s to 30s. I'll have to see if I can figure out. I think it was like a 1928 fire bell, and we bought it for $30. We sold it for just under $1,000. I think it was $900. I think it was like $899, and even after the $50 or $60 to ship it. We're not dumb fanboys. No, I have the best fans. There's no doubt about you guys being the best fan. I'm sending Lindy a Google Hangout invite, so stick with me 1 second. I do use the PayPal debit card. Angela, $2,500 a month. Oh my God. Yeah, it's a little pricey. Okay, I'm sending Lindy a chat invite. Give me just a second here. Okay. All right, Lindy, you got it. It's sent. No, don't run. Lindy's going to join. Okay, so I sent it. What am I showing a picture of? Alice, what am I showing a picture of? Oh, the bell. I don't have a picture. That was a long time ago. I'll get a similar picture of it to show you guys. Oh, a banner of my YouTube name. I should do it. I should. Yard sale lover, I will look at your store. Please send me an email. The email's down on the bottom below, smallbusinessmillions@gmail.com. And I'm working on getting to my emails. It may take me a day or two, so bear with me. Would you recommend buying digital wallpapers on eBay to build feedback? You certainly can. Yeah, I mean, you can build your feedback that way, no doubt about it. I am an Orioles fan. Baltimore Ravens, Baltimore Orioles. I am indeed. No email? You didn't get it? It's not there? It said it sent it to lindyglenn@gmail.com. The LGG, that email, LGG Glenn L, all those numbers to that one. I don't want to give out the full email. It obviously has a bunch of other stuff in it, but it said it sent it to it. I'm going to try it again. Sometimes it takes a minute. Hang on. All right, I sent it again. I probably did misspell her name. I go to the outlets. I go to the thrift stores. I go to everywhere. She's stalling to do her hair. Okay, it's got to go to Facebook. Hold on. I'm going to send it to your Facebook. Give me a second. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to get her in. Bear with me. Due to technical difficulties. Yeah. I got your message, Lindy. Hang on. Invite peoples. Copy link. Paste. All right, there it is. It's in your Facebook. Try that. Quick, put on my face. Yeah, I do accept returns. 30 days for top rated. Rob, do I download sales data? Absolutely. I have a spreadsheet for every month that I download off of eBay and Amazon. I have a folder that says January 2016, February 2016, and I put them all in a sales folder. Definitely do that. You should make a store right away. Definitely always have a store. Have a folder. Oh, it looks like Lindy's joining in. Hang on.
Hi.
She should be popping up in a second here. I can't hear her because she's...
You can't hear me?
Not speaking. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have my sound up. My bad. Hold on. I gotta put my headphones in or it's gonna catch up. It's gonna loop the audio. Hang on 1 second. Hang on.
Can you guys hear me? Or is it just him? I don't know. Hi, everybody. Sorry, I'm not camera ready. I was just like, hanging out in the chat. I wasn't expecting that anybody was going to see me. So, what's up, guys?
All right, I'm back. Hang on. I wasn't prepared to have somebody else on the show. Okay. All right, I'm here.
Hey, Casey.
What is up, Lindy? Can everybody hear?
I think they can.
Okay. Everybody can still hear me. I wasn't ready to have Lindy or anybody on the show, so I had my audio set for me. If I had let Lindy talk through my speakers, it would have picked up like repeat.
What's up?
Not much. Just hanging out. It's Thursday. What I do every Thursday. Everything sounds good. I'm just making sure. Loud and clear. Super. Awesome.
Great.
Awesome. For the first time ever.
Spontaneous joining in.
I know. I don't have Lindy skipping.
I know. Yes, this is the first time that we've been on a hangout, and my quality doesn't suck bad.
Yeah, right. Well, at least that was the only thing that was terrible quality.
I guess, right.
So let me ask, how much did you thrift your background for? I have to know.
I actually paid full price for this.
Whoa!
I got it on Amazon, but
ballin'.
I used some reward points. So
oh, wow. No.
I used some reward points, so it wasn't too expensive.
No.
But I had to hide all of the crap behind me because it's the office is a work in progress. So
yeah.
I had to hide all of the junk I didn't want people to see.
No, we're not ignoring chat. I just I had to go get headphones so I didn't hear her, and then I came back. I literally walking away from the chat for like 30 seconds, and you are like 10 pages up. There's like no.
Okay, so someone was asking what the heck I was talking about in the chat with the free shipping thing. Yeah, because obviously I can't type tonight. I don't know. No, what I was saying about the whole free shipping thing is I've always been so pro free shipping, but I have noticed that with the items that I'm doing best offer on, I like to charge shipping on those. I find that my profits are a little bit higher because like there were some things that I would have free shipping and best offer, and then some things that I would have charge shipping and best offer, and I wasn't losing nearly as much money as on the charge shipping stuff as I was on the free shipping stuff. So I think from here on out, everything with best offer is getting charge shipping.
This has been an ongoing back and forth conversation I've had with multiple people, including and with myself and with Caitlin and with everybody. And I agree. I would love to do it the way you do it. I just feel like some people see that free shipping and it brings me in more sales than the people that understand the total cost they're paying of the item plus the $5 I'm charging for shipping, as opposed to I'm getting it for 20 instead of 15 plus 5. I don't know. Some people's mental shopping states on eBay is they see free shipping and they buy it. I hate doing it. I agree with you completely. I feel like I could make an extra $4 or $5 per item, and I want to experiment, but I'm too scared.
Well, see, and the thing of it is, though, is when I believe that when someone sends you an offer, they're not thinking about the shipping. You're thinking about the shipping, but they're not.
Yes, one of my viewers the other day actually said he did an experiment with like 100 items. This guy has about 1,000 items active. He's got half of what I've got. And he said that the people were just buying the items and not thinking about the shipping, and then he was just hammering them for that $5 afterwards, which is totally awesome. And I think I may start experimenting more with it. I'm so scared of doing it. But.
Okay, Angela. I've seen Angela ask this a couple of times, asking how we package clothes in poly mailers. You just drop them in the poly mailer.
I just drop them right in. I put a thank you card in the item in, and it goes. I've never had one complaint, not one.
Yeah, see, I just put them in a clear baggie. That's all I do. I just slip them in a clear baggie just because, I mean, the clear baggie, I mean, it's not really a whole lot of protection, but I think that it's a second layer that might give the buyer some peace of mind. So that's all I do.
Yeah, I could see that. I've considered that. Some people use the plastic mailer or the plastic clear baggie to put their item number on. I don't do that. All of ours are in the labeled bin, so I know right where to find them. I don't know. I'm always keep it simple, stupid, because I'm kind of stupid at stuff like that in organization. So the simpler it is for me, the better. If I could just drop ship, it
is faster doing it that way, that's for sure. Putting things in bags does take extra time. I mean, maybe if I was getting up to like 30 packages a day like you, then I would be feeling the same way, that's for sure.
Well, I can tell you who's not going to be shipping 30 packages tomorrow, and it's this guy. Because right now we have 6. We have 6.
Yeah, I have 0 going out tomorrow. Yeah, I have like 7 items that have sold and nobody has paid.
I have 3 waiting on payments, but it's only like a 10, a 12, and a 12. I'm only waiting on like $35 in payments, but the 6 that I've sold were a couple big ones, thank God, but it's not good. What size are your poly mailers? Somebody asked. I think mine are the 15 by 10s, I believe.
I like to use I think it's 12 by 15 15 or 12 by 16. I think that's the size I use.
Yeah, as long as they're over 10 and more than like 14, 15, I measured out, is fine with me. You can get any of those. They're really similar in price. The last box I bought was 1,000, which is a link on my YouTube about page. I'll have to link it in the bottom, but I think it was $35 for 1,000, which is 3.5 cents each.
How large is your death pile, Casey?
Not too much, actually. We knocked a bunch out. I can actually show you a little bit of it here. This is stuff that we haven't quite listed. The ones in the bins we got finished. So the stuff laying next to it, and the bag on top of that far bin over there is not listed. There's probably about 100 pieces over there. I don't know how much my mom has, but
here, I'll show mine since you showed yours. That entire side of the room over there.
Whoa. Lord.
And there's one in the laundry room and one in the hallway outside the door.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a little intimidating. I haven't been outsourcing. I typically don't source between Christmas and New Year's so much, so I haven't really had a lot of haul videos. I went to Salvation Army because it was half off, but I didn't really source any other day. I just never really do. But next, starting after the New Year, I will be sourcing like crazy. So I'm definitely going to build on that pile.
Yeah, I'm going to the bins on Sunday.
Whoa, I'm going to go to the bins. So New Year's Eve is Saturday night. I'll probably either go, tomorrow's Friday, so I can't go tomorrow. I might go Saturday morning, all morning, I think. I'm going to do it.
I know I've seen a ton of questions. I know people want to.
I saw, I don't want you answering a bunch of questions if you're not in the mood to it. But is it worth paying $1 for buyers to subscribe on eBay? I don't think so. If people like your stuff, they're going to follow you on eBay. I would never pay for eBay customers. Not more than I'm already paying.
Someone asked where I get these bags. Oh.
Did you get them off eBay?
No. They're bread bags.
Score one.
You buy them at Walmart in the Ziploc and aluminum foil aisle. They're about, I think right now they're $2.88 for a box of 100.
Whoa, that's pretty good. So that's like 0.2 cents or something.
Yeah, it's pretty cheap.
See, I'm learning something from these YouTube experts. I mean, from these eBay expert people. I don't listen. I'm so what is that word, like that sophisticated? I'm not that word. If I can't say it, I'm probably not it. eBay's unpaid item case is 3 days. If somebody buys something and doesn't pay, 3 days, and then they better pay me or I'm going to blast them, because I don't go nicely on people that don't pay for stuff. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, I've had more people not pay in the last 3 weeks than I have in the last 6 months.
Please preach that. I opened in 1 day alone. I opened 4 unpaid items, in 1 day. And then the next day I had 2 or 3 more, and none of the people from the day before paid. I was sending messages from the, hey, thanks for your business. Please remember to make payment. I think the last message I sent said, if you don't make payment, I will come through this computer. I was so aggravated at people.
Oh, you can get those bags at the dollar store also? Are you talking?
Oh my God. You guys, they were talking to you. You just saved Lindy $4 a year.
Wait. Hey, $4 is $4. That's like 4 Sonic drinks.
Wow. Do you see that? You can always tell a person's personality based on how they compare money. Yeah. You'll see people that are like, oh, that's my house payment or that's my electric bill payment for the year. And then you got people that are like, that's Sonic for the week.
Yeah. I think every dollar is precious. That's why I do not mind $2 profits, $3 profits. Profit.
You're talking to the guy that sells shirts for $8.
I sell shirts for $8.
That's right. Ones that I paid $2 for.
It's all profit. It all adds up.
It does. If I add together all these people that tell me that buying an item for $1 and selling it for $8 and making a $4 profit, and if I added all those $4 profit items up for the year, I bet you it's $4,000, $5,000, $6,000. God, it's ridiculous. So. What? Oh, there's a Lindy question. Got shirts to ink. What are the bins that you keep hearing about?
Huh? What?
What are the bins? They're bins. Goodwill outlet.
Oh, what are the bins?
I just blew Lindy's mind with that question. What?
Oh, I was like, wait, what question? What? I was looking back to see if I could see what it was. Oh, what are the bins?
Oh, the bins I use. Wait, which one? The Goodwill
what?
bins or the bins I use for storing my merchandise? I don't know. Yeah, they're bins equal free money. That's the truth, no doubt about it. There is a bin store in Sarasota. Somebody asked. It is on 301 South by the old Sarasota Airport. It's called the Bargain Bins, and it's cheap, but its quality is not so good. I haven't been there in a while because it's terrible, and the people there are angry people. I don't know why, but I don't go there. It's like an hour for me, and I just don't like it. There's better options. But if you're in Sarasota, look up Bargain Bin Sarasota. It's on Old 301. You'll find it right across from the old airport.
Oh yes, so that was a legit what are the bins question. Yeah, the bins is the Goodwill outlet store. It's like Goodwill, but better because you pay by the pound and not per piece, and it makes it amazing. My profits have gone up so significantly on everything that I've gotten at the bins. Not only does it seem like I'm finding better things at the bins, but my profit margins are higher. So yeah,
the profit margins off that bin stores, the items I buy from there and sell always have the highest percentage.
Oh, I see.
Always.
I see a question here. Do you both have assistants?
I don't call them assistants. My assistant is Kate, but I have employees. Yes, I have listing. They're listers. I just call them listers. They are my employees, but they're listers. My future sister-in-law is my main employee. She's full-time. She's the one that does a majority of listing, along with Kate. And then my mom is just because she's retired and wants something to do. She lists for a couple hours a week. Just like my mom will list for like an hour here, 2 hours there. And she doesn't get a lot up, but she gets a little bit of work done. And I give her some money, some spending money to play with. So that's my little setup.
So guess what I did today as a part of my New Year's resolution?
Oh, dear God. Do I want to know?
I put out an ad to hire somebody.
Whoa.
Yes.
Are you sure you're ready for this? Do you understand? Are you going to wait, I got to ask, and you don't have to say this on camera, but are you going to what's a good way to say this? Are you going to under the table it, or are you going to try to put somebody on an official payroll? Or, I mean, I know you want to get to the payroll part. But.
Well, for now, I'm just going to have to pay them and just track it and then see what happens.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm not as big of an operation as you are. I'm basically needing somebody to help me catch up.
Yeah.
I'm so far behind. I am needing somebody for like 2 or 3 hours a day, a few days a week, just to help me get stuff drafted.
Yeah, keep track of it. If you don't pay them, and it's different per state, I think it might be federal, but it's like $4,300 or some small number. If you don't hit that number, you're not even required by law to 1099 them. So just keep track of that. You have to look up that number. I can't remember what it was, but because my sister-in-law makes $10 an hour, I definitely hit that number with her. Are you using GoDaddy accounting or are you using QuickBooks?
Right now I'm not using either. I'm gonna start doing GoDaddy in January. I have already decided that. Right now I'm just keeping books on my own, and my CPA is going to hate me.
Boo, boo. I do it myself, so nobody can hate me but myself. Goodwill Outlets in Orlando is on OBT. That's Orange Blossom Trail. It is in the old Publix shopping center. Publix moved over, and it is behind the construction zone on OBT at the corner of whatever that gigantic intersection is. You can find it. Just Google it. When you use GoDaddy, which everybody I noticed has used and likes, I like it. I watched it on YouTube videos. I use QuickBooks. The only reason I haven't proceeded to swap over is because, one, I'm lazy and I don't want to do the work to do it, and two, I don't see how GoDaddy does payroll. QuickBooks has a super cheap, super easy payroll system. Literally, I set the employee up, and every week, like clockwork, I click one button and it pays them, and it takes care of all the taxes, all the payroll taxes, all the employment taxes, everything. It just comes out of my bank account. I never have to do any of it. I don't know what GoDaddy has, if any. You know?
Let's see.
Come on, Lindy. I know Scott. I'm terrified. I won't hire. What happened to you? Where did you go? Are you reading?
What? I'm right here.
Oh, GoDaddy. Do you know if they have payroll through GoDaddy? Because my QuickBooks payroll is phenomenal.
I don't know. I just know I'm getting GoDaddy. But because I've heard so many good things about it, but I have yet to look into it. Did you know that the year is over in 2 days?
I've tried not to think about it. I don't know what my sales are for the year. I have an idea. I haven't updated December yet, so December's been huge. So I can do a pretty good guesstimate. I know on eBay I'm at 100 and I'm just shy of 150,000 on eBay. I'm at like 140 something for eBay sales. I have to look at Amazon. It's definitely half of that. There's no doubt. Amazon is just something I haven't put a lot of effort into. I've sold quite a bit, but I don't know. Amazon's just been driving me nuts lately. Too many returns, too many picky customers, too many new restrictions, too many new fees.
I have a box half full of stuff to send into Amazon FBA when I get around to it. I wanted to fill the box before I send it in, but I'm not feeling the urge to send in to Amazon. I don't know. I might just puss out and not do Amazon.
No, you should do it.
It seems like a headache.
It's not a headache to sell on Amazon. The customers are the headache. And I'm a loyal Amazon customer. I buy a boatload of stuff off of Amazon, but I don't know. I don't feel the urges to do returns and have problems like most of the customers I have on Amazon. And it might just be because I'm in an electronics market. I just wish they had a clothing market. So GoDaddy does not offer payroll services. I did not think so, which is the reason why I can't use GoDaddy. That sucks. I'd have to do my own independent payroll like ADP, and they're expensive. So.
Right. Which women's sizes sell faster in clothing?
Can I say this politically correct? Listen, I love you guys, and I love all y'all. Don't take this wrong, but plus size clothes and guys, big and tall clothes sell amazing. Like that stuff flies off the shelves. I can't even tell you.
Yeah, definitely. I find all sizes will sell eventually, but plus size clothing definitely sells fastest by far. I would say specifically the sizes would be women's 1X and up, with pants size 14 and up. And then with men's, I would say 2X and up. And
then
the
men's big and tall 2 and 3Xs sell incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we had a bunch of questions about how old you are, and somebody said you look late 20s. Somebody said you're 38. Somebody said they think you're 30. I didn't see any other guesses.
How old I am?
I did see somebody that said you're late 20s. And then somebody that said you're late 30s. So it's a pretty big range we got going on there.
I'm older than Casey and younger than Mike.
Wait, isn't Mike like 18 or 19?
No, I am 32.
I only knew that because I had asked her previously.
Yeah, I am 32.
I thought that I was old. I thought that she was like 28 or 29, but she is older than me. She's got me by almost 2 years. I don't know, what month is your birthday?
Oh, it was just last month.
Oh, so she's got me by a year and a half. Yeah.
Yeah,
so.
Not too much older.
Yeah. No, you've got me by half a year. I'll be 32 in June, and you'll be 33. So you've got me by like 9 months. Yeah, great.
And that's crazy because I figured you were younger than that.
No, I'm not 29. I was at the grocery store like a week ago, and you know those little mixer bottles? They're not even alcohol. They're like mixer bottles.
Just a mixer?
Yeah, and the lady's like, "Do you have your ID?" And I'm like, "Sweetheart, that's not alcohol." And she goes, "Oh, okay." She goes, "I thought you were like 18 trying to buy this stuff." I'm like, "What? I love you. Can I take you home?" But not really.
I know. When someone cards me, or like when I go buy alcohol, I'm like, "Do you need my ID? Do you need it? Do you need my ID? I could show you."
Yeah, no kidding, right? TD Paul, good night, bud. I appreciate it. Questions for both of you. Do I make more money than my girlfriend? Lindy, do you make more money than your husband? Kate works for me, so that's not a fair question. She's a 1% owner of my business. I make more than her photography business, although she does super good at photography, and she makes quite a bit of money on her own. So does Lindy make more than her husband? If she's not, she will soon enough. Trust me.
Well, currently, no. My husband is a contractor with the military.
Oh, those guys get like $8 million a week.
$8 million a week.
Those guys are loaded. As soon as you said contractor, government, those guys are the guys that charge the U.S. government $800 for a hammer. Trust me. I know a government contractor. I know one. I know a guy that charges the government $800 for a hammer. It's not hammers, but it might as well be. And it is $8,000. It's typically $8,000. He's the guy that our tax.
He doesn't make that much money, but contractors do well. Contractors do pretty well. So it's probably going to be a while before I make more money than him. But that's a goal. It's a goal.
How do you spell it? It's Caitlin. It is Kaitlyn or Katie. She hates Kate, and the only reason she hates Kate is every time I was mad at her, I'd be like, Kate, are you serious, Kate? And she'd get so mad at me. She doesn't let me use that anymore. So it's now Caitlin or Katie or not at all. I call her Kate here when I'm not talking to her and I'm talking about her. Otherwise, it's a no-go. Like, Kate is like death word in our house. I'm not allowed to do it.
No, I am not rich. No, I am not rich. No.
Yeah. Well, when me and Kate get married, that 1% that she's an owner of, she automatically gets 50%. There's nothing really I can do about it. The only reason she's a 1% owner is because she wasn't on my business at all, but I wanted her to have all the responsibilities and all the things, so I just made her 1%. I put her on the corporate paperwork as 1%. I could assign the percentage. And she can report it as income, even though it's only 1% of the company's income, which doesn't amount to very much, but she still gets a piece of it. Casey Anthony does photography in Palm Beach. Yes, I know. It's a big story here in Florida. Anyways. Can you give access to eBay? This is a great question. A lot of people have been emailing me. Can you give employees access? No. Apparently, eBay stopped the employee logins, and you have to use a third party like InkFrog or TurboLister, which are pretty much garbage. I don't use any of them anymore. We used to use TurboLister a long time ago, but it just started glitching and crashing so much. And it's my mom and sister-in-law. If you're going to use a random employee, that's tough, man, because you got to be able to trust them. There are softwares that will do it, but they're very, very expensive. One of them is Magento, and one of them is Sellbrite, which you can give employees logins to instead of your eBay account. They're very expensive. They're $150 to $250 a month and up. So, something to think about when you're hiring an employee.
I saw a question for you, Casey, and I'm kind of curious too.
Yes.
Does the resale value of electronics stay pretty stable, or does it fluctuate a lot?
No. On video games, it drops. As newer games come out, they drop. So you definitely have to continuously update video game pricing. The only ones that don't drop are the vintage games that have been out for years and years and years. They will tend to go up, and then they'll bottom back out to their low price, and then they'll go back up. So you kind of have to figure out what that low price is, and then know that you can at least get that. And if it goes up, great. Newer electronics like iPods, iPhones, I don't sell phones anymore, but all those kind of electronics, obviously, as new tech, new tablets, new stuff comes out, those just keep going down and down and down. They will never come back up. So whatever you buy it from and you intend to sell it for, if the price drops, just move it. Get rid of it. Move it. Move it. Move it. What is it? I just saw a bunch. Who hires Casey Anthony? I'm not going to go on a Casey Anthony, right? Nobody's hiring Casey Anthony for photography. I did see her Facebook page, and she does not use pictures of herself. No pictures of herself appear, and it's not her name. She's trying to scam people into hiring her. I do have a funny story, though, and this is going to be way off topic. People might get mad about this, but many years ago when I moved to Florida, through Kate, after we met, which has been 8 years, she has very good friends of ours who live pretty close. They're an older couple. They're in their 60s. We're very, very good friends with them, and I love the guy. He's my Army contractor friend. He actually works for the government doing telecom. And he has a friend whose son is now marrying Deborah LaFave. Does that name ring a bell with anybody? Lindy? Deborah LaFave?
Sorry.
My older friends, they have a son who's marrying Deborah LaFave. I don't know if that rings a bell with you.
Oh, I don't have a clue. I don't.
Okay, so years ago, she's the teacher in Florida that was the very first teacher to get caught with like a 15-year-old boy. and then they had a kid together, all that stuff. I think. Anyways,
Oh,
yeah. She lives.
Laterno.
Yeah, she lives down the street from me. She's marrying
Mary Kay Laterno lives down the street from you?
No, not Mary Kay Letourneau. Deborah LaFave. She's the Mary Kay Letourneau replacement. Anyways, she's marrying a guy that's friends with the son of our very good friends. I see her at Christmas parties. I've seen her multiple times. I see her all the time. I see her in the grocery store on multiple occasions. She was a national story, Deborah LaFave. School teacher, yeah, all that good stuff. She literally lives like a mile away from me. I see her all the time. Nobody knows who she is. She's changed her look. I wouldn't have known who she was if somebody didn't point her out to me at one of the Christmas parties. But then I'm like, oh, she's the teacher that, yeah, anyway. So that's my celebrity I know person. Not really, but.
Well, looky there.
I know, right?
All right, I've seen some people referring to questions, and I'm trying to go back up and find them.
They were asking about you having kids, which, yes, you have 2 stepkids and 1 regular, I believe. No, I don't remember which one is a boy and which one's a girl.
I have two boys and a stepdaughter.
Yeah. Okay. So the stepdaughter is the female, and then okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
No, there was another one. No, it was eBay related. Oh, after filing an unpaid case with eBay, what happens? Just opened my first case 2 days ago.
They'll email the customer, and if they don't make payment within 3 days after the date of you opening the case, you'll be able to close the case. They'll give you a final value credit fee or final value fee credit, and then you can relist the item or sell similar, whichever you choose to do.
Okay. Charging the same amount to all buyers. Would I have to enter height and weight if I use global shipping?
The size of the package?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
No, I don't. It ships regular, just like a normal package. The only time I have to enter the package size, sometimes when it's going APO or FPO, it makes me enter it. It's happened a few times.
I think probably referring to make sure that I guess shipping charge is correct or whatnot. I think that's probably what they're referring to. I think mostly what the important thing is the weight. I don't think that the size of the package so much matters, as long as the package is probably not more than like a crazy size box. I'm sure if it's a crazy size box, they want to know the measurements, but I think weight is the most important part. So I always just enter in the weight and then let the measurements default. Yeah,
exactly. I very rarely do I ever enter a measurement. It's always just weight. Time does fly. I can't believe I've already been on an hour. You don't really do anything different for global shipping. No, just the weight, and it goes to Kentucky. I had 2 questions today about that. So, no, there's nothing special you have to do. Oh, Jet, was the electronics question referring to broken as is? No, broken items, they can drop in price as well, because if an item good drops in value, then the cost of repairing the item and what profit is left over for the guy repairing it comes into play. All of my broken items that you see me sell are usually selling to repair customers. I don't do the repairs because I'm really bad at small things. I can't do it. I have humongous hands. If you guys can't tell, I have gigantic hands. And working on little small things with little screwdrivers is not my strong point. I know how to do it, but I can't make it work. I can't unscrew things. My hands are monsters. I can literally put my hand around like a gallon of milk and carry it without using the handle. I kid you not. Imagine that, and I'm telling you I can do it. Lindy has YouTube and an eBay store. I don't believe she's going to tell you her eBay store, as is perfectly fine. So there's reasons. Just I'm the only insane maniac that shares the eBay store. I'm pretty sure there's a secret Facebook group chat with all the other YouTubers that secretly hate me for sharing my eBay store. There are reasons I do it. It has nothing to do with any of them. I've always shared my eBay store. Anyways, I know they all hate me.
Just so you know, for future reference, Casey, if you want to give it out, it's cool. I'm cool with it.
No. I don't give out anybody's stuff. If they want to find your stuff,
saying is just so you know, if someone asks for it,
I'm
cool with it.
No, I won't share anybody's store. Definitely not. Lindy uses GSP. She definitely does.
Yes, absolutely.
You should flash ship it. I'm trying to scroll up now too.
Yeah.
How many items are you listing on a good day, Lindy?
Me?
Yes.
On a good day, I'll list 30. On a bad day, I'll list 2.
2. Yeah, on a bad day, I typically get to the listing page and then I just go back to bed or something. But My eBay store information. Hang on. I'm going to type it again. I need to get a banner. I'm pretty sure I need to get a banner. It's spelled just like this. How tall am I? We actually were just measured. I was a hair over 6'1", in case anybody.
And see, and that blows my mind because I was thinking that you were like 5'8" or 5'9".
No, Kate, everybody sees Kate next to me. Kate is 5'11". She was a hair under 6 foot. Kate's super tall. She won't wear heels around me, but hang on 1 second. I'm going to stand up. Everybody can probably get a good idea because the door behind me. Hang on. Give me a second.
Okay, now flex.
I can't see that. Oh, this is like a full-size, straight-up door. This is like me up here. Like,
huh.
I don't know. Anyway. Hold on. I couldn't hear you. If you were saying something, I couldn't hear you. I took the headphone out.
I said now flex.
No, there'll be none of that. I could flex like my little Debbie cakes from this morning or something.
Oh, that's funny.
Flex nothing. I actually, and people make fun of me for this, but I actually, for some reason, I have some ungodly. I told you guys I have huge hands and like forearms. I have like ungodly strength in my hands, like stuff that people can't twist and turn off. They all come to me. I literally can do anything like that. But outside of that, forget it.
How long does it take for me to list 30 items? It depends on the items. If I'm listing shirts, I can list 10 an hour if I'm like putting my head down and working. If it's things like hard goods, jackets, jeans, things like that, it's more like 6 to 8 an hour.
Yeah, I haven't sat down and had a good listing session in a while. I let the girls do that. But I have sat down and listed like T-shirts and sweaters and stuff like that. I've listed 30 or 40 in a good day. I don't think I've ever listed more than that. My video games are so easy to list. I've sat down and listed 60 or 70 video games in one day, even on eBay. On Amazon, it's super easy. But on eBay, you can just snap the front, the back, and then open it up with the disc and 1 picture, 3 picture, and I can roll through like 50, 60 video games pretty quick, 6-8 hours. But I let the girls do that. I hate listing. It's not like, God, I hate. God, good gosh, Casey has huge hands. I get made fun of my hands. Nobody makes fun of me for my hands, but they are ridiculous. Like I can carry things that most people. You guys ever see those memes about carrying bags up like in an apartment? We used to have a 3rd-story apartment. This was like 6 years ago, and I literally could carry all the grocery bags on my hands. Like I could carry like 50 grocery bags. It's ridiculous. How do you list 10 items per hour? Well, with video games, it's easy. With clothing, it's not 10 items per hour. It's probably more like 6. You should do 1 every 8 to 10 minutes at most. You should be able to get 6 to 8. 10 is probably pushing it per hour.
Well, when I say 10 per hour, that is if everything is already photographed.
Yeah, if everything's perfect, yeah. Even with photography, 10 can be done, but that is like flying. Like 10 an hour is nuts.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if I just like turn music on and put my head down and work, and I've got the SD card in the computer, and I just start and they're similar. Like if they're all women's tops.
Yeah, sell similar.
Yeah, sell similar. Just keep going, and I try to do like all of the same brands in a bunch, and like if I have 3 of one brand, I'll do 3 of those back to back. Then they really roll out.
You can certainly do it. I mean, it's possible if you're ready to grind, but I mean, realistically, you should expect 7-8 items an hour. You should get to that level. If you're not there, if you're only doing 3 or 4 items an hour, learn to speed up. How do you list items? Mobile or desktop? I do everything mobily. Lindy is a little different. Most everybody's a little different.
Yeah, I can't do on my phone. Maybe if I had an iPhone, it would be different. But
a real phone.
Hey, I have an Edge, the S7 Edge, but I did have a Note 7 until I exchanged it 3 times, and then they decided they were going to do the final recall and not sell them anymore. So.
Yeah, and they took all the accessories I had on Amazon off, which was crappy.
Yeah.
I sold them locally on Craigslist, so I had a bunch of cases.
Yeah.
James Pace has supermodels working for him. You ever seen that guy's employees? Lord, his employees are supermodels. If you've never seen his, Jeez, yeah, they are.
I don't know the name, but I'm sure I've seen the listing.
Jamie Pace, I'll send him to you later. He won't mind. Have I ever sold items to a fan? Have you, Lindy? I have this answer, but have you?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I sell items all the time, multiples. And actually this morning, I'm not going to say who he was, but I sold an item overnight to a guy that I shipped the item out today. It was a Simpsons Sopranos shirt. It had all the Simpsons in the Sopranos silhouette. It was a cool shirt. I knew it would sell right away. He bought it full price, and he actually asked me to autograph the shirt, which I did this morning, Rockstarflipper. I totally failed and forgot to get a picture of it. When he gets it, he's going to photograph it for me, and I'll show you guys. But my first autographed piece of merchandise. It was kind of cool. I appreciate him buying it. Thank you. He's watching right now. I know he is. And I appreciate you buying that item, and I hope you enjoy it. He's going to display it. I'll get pictures of it. Kate was completely laughing at me because I forgot to video and photograph it. But I did autograph my first piece of merchandise. No, I did not play basketball. I should have, though. With these hands, I could have, like, I can hold a basketball with my hands. I literally can hold a basketball. Yes, I can. Do you use a MacBook or a PC computer? Lindy? Earth to Lindy. Is this thing on? Mars to Lindy. Is this thing on? Hello? I don't think she can hear me. Hello? Wow, she is zoned. Lindy disappeared. Your internet sucks, Lindy. Yes, you failed. What happened? She's gone. My internet dropped out. Look at this. Lindy couldn't even make it through one chat without losing internet. Good Lord. Rip to Lindy. Okay, well, I was sitting here tapping my little microphone saying Earth to Lindy, but she didn't do it. Am I going to make shirts for my YouTube channel? I never want to charge you guys for my information or my stuff. However, making shirts, if you guys want to wear a shirt, I'm telling you what, I'm going to do a contest, and the prize is a free shirt. I want to come up with a good saying for a shirt, and I don't necessarily want to charge you guys for it. I want one for myself mainly, but I want to have a shirt that has a cool saying, like be a rock star or something. The person that comes up with the best saying for my shirts, I will use it on the shirts. I will literally have a contest where you guys can submit your shirt ideas, and I will make that shirt. And the person whose shirt idea I use, I will send a free shirt to.
I think I'm back.
I think you are back. I was literally going Mars to Lindy. Hello. Hello.
No, literally for some reason, I don't know why, but my internet modem, the little internet light just went. It just went away. And then it came back on, so I guess I'm back.
And then you went away right after
I went away.
I own our house. We have owned it for a little more than 3 years. We moved in December 7th of 2013. We rented a condo before this down the road a few miles. We were spending $1,100 a month on a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo. The rent went up to $1,200, and I said, to hell with this. And we finally came down here to this neighborhood and bought a house. Our house is nothing extravagant. It's like 2,000 square feet. We did get a pool and hot tub. We sacrificed size for the pool and hot tub out back, which we love. We haven't used in a while. We are going to use it more. I've been lazy, but I'm going to get out there and get it working and going again. Anyways, yeah, I do own the house.
I've seen this a couple of times, and so I'm going to go ahead and answer it. I have currently 409 items in my store. 409, not bad. And I had a goal to hit 500 by the end of the year, and it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, you only got 2 days left.
Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get up 90 listings in 2 days. Not with kids.
Yeah, internet company, that's probably right. How many hours a day do you work on YouTube? I personally spend between 1 and 2 hours making videos, editing, posting, that kind of stuff. As far as responding to you guys, emails, messages, all that stuff, endless hours. Anytime I get a chance, I'll respond to stuff. It's all day long, so there's no real time set time period. They asked again. I have 2,000. We're at 1,989 items active. I was over 2,000 a couple days ago. Oh, if you want to submit an idea for the t-shirt idea, Lindy missed half of it, but people said I should make a shirt. I don't want to charge anybody for products or whatever for my services or ideas or any of that stuff. But if you guys do want me to make a t-shirt, submit an idea for a saying. I had a couple ideas. I'm not going to tell you all of them, but whoever's idea I like the best and I use, I'll send you a free shirt. I'll have it made. Maybe I'll send Lindy one with my face on it if she's nice to me. I'll send one to all the YouTubers.
I'll wear it. I'll wear it on a video and be like.
I know. I'm going to send all the YouTubers my face on a shirt just because it's cool. And I'm going to wear a shirt. I'm going to get one shirt made with like the YouTube gang. It's going to be like the Mount Rushmore. It'll have like me and Nicole and Lindy and somebody else on it. I'm going to make this shirt. I'm telling you, I'm going to make something crazy like this. And then whoever wins the contest with like the best saying, I'll send you the shirt for free. If you want to submit me an idea, God, I don't want to flood my email box any more than it is. Send it to, just send it to my email, which is down below. That's fine. I'll sort it. I'll make a new folder for t-shirt ideas, and I'll just throw them into that folder. Anyways, let's go back to a few more questions. Since I've been on so long, I'm going to get off in a little while. Timo, first time here. Welcome to the channel. Thank you. Will eBay up the free listings, or do you have to upgrade your store? You have to upgrade your store. Unless they run a promotion, you definitely have to upgrade your store. Buy it nows or auction. Lindy has a good opinion on buy it now or auction, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I've been changing my minds on things.
I know. She's been swapping it up.
It's because Mike is a bad influence on
Mike is a bad influence is the start of a sentence is bad.
Well, and I mean, I think I'm gonna start changing things. I'm creating a new business model for 2017, I think, because this time last year, my goal was to quadruple the business, and that was it. And now this year, I think I need to have a different kind of goals, a different kind of set goals. So, and one of those is to kind of handle how I move inventory a little bit faster. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to list everything for buy it now. And then if it doesn't sell within 60 days, it all goes up for auction for 99 cents.
Make sure you charge shipping on those.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. Oh, dear God, yes.
So there's two sides to that. Lindy's got a really great idea as far as like the slow moving inventory to auction it is a great idea. As far as my goals, I want to push average sale price up. I'm tired of like getting lowballed and just moving inventory even though it's old. I am targeting higher price items that I didn't like spending 10 or 15 bucks on. I'm targeting more. And also I'm targeting to do what Lindy said earlier. I'm not going to do as many items with free shipping. I'm going to start trying to get that extra $4. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I sell 1,000 items a month. So we're currently at 896 items. So in the next 2 days, even if I just sell 50 or 60 items, I'm going to sell 950 items this month. So, even an extra $3 a piece is $2,700. So that's all I want to push up. I want to get that extra $2 out of everything. So.
Yeah, and I've kind of thought about doing something like that. See, I'm one of those people that, I'm a money saver. And one of the things that I'll do to save money is like I'll throw change in the jar to save money or things like that. And so I was thinking to myself, maybe something that I'll do is if I want to sell something for a certain price, maybe I'll just put the price up 5% or 10% higher than I initially wanted to just to see what happens. So just to try to squeeze out a few more pennies, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, and that's it. Like the extra $1 per item, it adds up. We're selling hundreds and thousands of items. I mean, it's to every, whether it's free shipping or whether it's listing an item 5% higher or running a sale or, marking the items up or not doing free shipping on certain items that your best offer on. You definitely have to get every dime out of it because we're working on volume. At some point, we're working on volume. No matter how much, whether it's 100 items a month or 1,000 items, you're technically in the volume business. So unless you're making $100 profit per item, which we're not, you have to get every dollar out of it. So that's my goal for the year is to just push gross sale and total sale amounts up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've seen this question a few times. I think they want to. When you first started selling on eBay, how many items did you sell per day during the first months?
I started 7 years ago, maybe. I was early 20s. I moved to Florida when I was 21. Between 21 and 22, I didn't do anything. I started working around 22, so I was probably selling in the mid 22 to 23 range, which would have been so 85, so 95, 2005. Around 2007, summer 2007, I was selling Magic the Gathering cards, which was kind of a huge popular phenomenon then. I didn't play Magic the Gathering. I really liked the artwork and I collected them. I actually have a tattoo. A lot of you don't know this. I have a huge tattoo on my back of a Magic the Gathering card. I sold cards individually. I bought collections, I sold them, and I made a few $100 a week doing it. And I was only selling a couple per night. I was listing like 100 cards a week because they were super easy. And way back in the old school days of eBay. And I was selling, 2, 3, 4 items a day, making like $5 a card. So it was easy for me to make $200 a week, $300 a week. But I was working a full-time job, making $350 a week, $400 a week. So I was like, man, I'm making like more than half my paycheck just selling some crap on eBay. So that's where I got started.
Yeah, that's a hard, because I've been selling on eBay a little over a decade.
Whew. Ruggers, good night, buddy. Good night.
And but it's so sporadic because this last year has been the year where it's really kicked it up. So when I first started selling, I was listing like 10 auctions a week, and like half of them were selling, but half of those weren't really making any money. So it was like not a whole lot, because that was back when you could really only do auctions. They didn't really do buy it now.
Yeah, there wasn't, back in 07, there wasn't too many people doing buy it now. They were just starting that.
And so then when I really started kicking it up like a year ago, I was listing more like 50 a month and selling around 1 a day. And then when I started listing every single day and getting up into the hundreds and so on, it was more like 2 a day, 3 a day, 4 a day. So now my average is between 5 and 10 a day.
And that's about right. Consider you have 400, so 1%'s 4, 2%'s 8. You're actually a little higher than most of us average. So you're doing, I mean, your items obviously have popularity and they're moving.
And those are buy it nows. I hardly ever do auction.
Yeah, I don't do auctions. I've done a few items, but I have 2,000 and we're selling 30, so that's 1.5%. They want to see the tattoo that I have on my back. Oh God. No, nobody even knew that I had that. It's in pictures on my Facebook, I guess. Hold on. Oh,
Flex.
I can't hear anything. Hold on. I can't hear anything. Hold on. Oh, my chair is blocking it.
The chair's in the way.
Wait, is it seeable? Ugh.
He has a tattoo.
I don't know if I can see it. Is it seeable? Wait, I couldn't see that. Was it seeable?
Like the top 2/3 was.
Oh, hold on. I got to point the camera down. Hold on. I can't tell because I can't turn around.
You're good. You're good.
I can't see the camera behind me. All right, there you go.
This is too funny.
All right, that's the best you guys get.
Yes, we could see it.
Oh,
we could see it.
Anyways, it's a giant dragon. It's hard to see. He's got like his wings curled. Anyways, and yes, it hurts. For those of you that don't know, tattoos on your spine hurt a lot. It doesn't hurt on your back muscle, but it hurts on your spine a lot. Why did I stop selling Magic cards? Because I hated it. It drove me nuts packing little Magic cards up. Anyways. Now it's Lindy's turn. I don't think Lindy has a tattoo on her back.
I don't have a tattoo. Sorry.
That's all right. You guys asked for it. I showed you. That's what you get for asking. Kate does not have any tattoos either. However, she surprised me one weekend and she came home with her nose pierced. So I guess that kind of works the same. I don't have any piercings. I'll never stick a hole in my body. No, that is... I'll stab a needle in my back 87,000 times, but I'm not getting a hole in my body.
Angela's asking if we pay for listings.
Yeah, I do after I go past my 1,000 free ones. Yeah, of course. I get 1,000 free with the premium store. So Somebody said I wasn't wearing pants. Yes, I absolutely am wearing pants. I do not do my live shows without clothing on. Good Lord. What do you guys think this is? There's another website for that, I promise you.
You're wearing like the suit jacket and the tie and like boxer shorts underneath.
I will do a show in a suit. Oh God, you guys have got to see the suit jacket I got the other day. I can't wait to show everybody that. It is like mini black and white polka dots all over this suit, all the way up and down. I bought a 3-piece with the pants, the jacket, and the vest for $12. It already has watchers at $70.
Oh, and Angela, I did pay for listings because up until like 2 weeks ago, I had a basic store. So I would blow through those 250 free buy it nows in like the first 10 days. And then I was paying 20 cents. But the thing of it was I didn't mind paying 20 cents per listing because I didn't want to upgrade to the premium store yet. And it's like the number of listings that I was doing was like equivalent to that price. And it wasn't really going to save me any money to upgrade. And once you upgrade, you're kind of locked in and then you're kind of stuck having to push all these listings. But since I am planning to start cranking out a whole bunch of listings, I went ahead and upgraded to premium like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? That's what I was going to ask, how long ago you did that.
Yeah.
I've had premium for like 6 months. It's awesome. 1,000 listings. I'm blowing through the 1,000 listings only because I have a lot that's not moving. But even when most of it moves, we refresh with new inventory. So I probably went over it by 200 or 300. So I spent $20 or $30. But it's still not enough to get the anchor store. Not yet. That's a lot. The anchor store is what, 300 by the month?
Yeah, 300 with a contract.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's $3,600 a year. That's nuts.
Yeah.
I understand the employee, the dedicated customer service rep, but that's too much for me to pay for that. I just don't like it. Scott, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But speaking of that, it's 10:35, and I know Lindy's probably got stuff to do too. I'm going to get off of here pretty soon. Actually in a minute. And Kate's going to be home. I got to go let her in and help with the dogs. The wrecking crew is in her SUV, so I got to get them out. And then I'm going to go back to watching my Breaking Bad marathon that I love so much. You can raise prices at multiple items at the same time. You can do it by a percentage, or you can edit bulk and then change all the prices one by one. God, there's so many questions I'm just letting go past because I'm not even going to acknowledge them. The Crocodile brand? What is the Crocodile brand? I know which one they're talking about.
Brain fart.
Yeah, me too. Not Abercrombie.
Starts with an L, right?
Lacoste.
Yeah.
Lacoste? Yes, Lacoste. Yes. I sell a lot of their polos for 15 and I sell their t-shirts for 12. Sometimes I can get 20 out of the polos. So if you can pick them up for $2 or less, $3 or less, I would grab them. But with that, I'm going to go get off of here and go back to what I was doing. Thank you so much for Lindy jumping in here. I know she had to beg me to get on. She actually doesn't have to beg. She's welcome anytime. Anytime you want to just jump into my chats, just like get your own invite button and just click it and you're on and you're good.
Just I'll randomly pop up in your live streams at random. Be like, surprise!
A little scary. Let's just keep it to the, that's funny. I don't even want to start a story, but somebody I used to Skype with in game and some games that I used to play, I forgot that I did an open connection and he brought in one time and I was like asleep. Long story. Yeah.
That would be a little creepy.
Yeah, it was a little creepy. But anyways, I'm going to let everybody go. Thanks so much for being here, sticking around. Sorry that I intruded on some other chats. Thanks, Lindy. Everybody thank Lindy. If you don't watch her channel, haven't checked it out, please go over there. As soon as I close this out, I'll link her YouTube channel below so you guys can go check it out. Make sure to subscribe to her channel, and we'll have her back on again in 2017.
Oh, my God. It's almost 2017.
I know. It is almost 2017. Okay, I'm going to go delay my 2016. I'm going to actually turn my Red Bull into something else. So, Lindy, thank you so much for being here, and I will link your channel below. Go do whatever it is I interrupted you from doing.
Everybody give a thumbs up. Where did he go? Oh. I don't know where you went. I don't know where you went. Am I still on? Am I still on? Yeah, everybody hit the like button. I don't know where Casey went, but apparently I'm still on. I just hijacked the channel.
Wait, oh, I'm back. I'm back. Oh my God, the window totally, it just went away. Oh my God. Wait,
That was hilarious.
Wait, so I can leave my own chat and Lindy can just sit and just do whatever she wants on somebody else's chat?
Whatever I want on your live show.
That is bananas. YouTube, you have to fix this problem.
What did you do?
I don't know. The whole screen just closed out. I might have accidentally closed the other window, which caused this one to close. But that is crazy. YouTube needs to fix. You cannot control my chat while I'm not present. No, this is bad things. I'm going to have to put a call into YouTube because I have more than 10,000 subscribers. I have a customer service rep. We're going to need to fix this immediately.
We'll just, you could go and I'll just answer questions in the chat about you.
Yes. No. Bad times. Woo. So turns out that YouTube is flawed, just in case anyone wants to know. YouTube, you suck. Feel free to kick me off, but we're going to discuss this at some point. Not cool, YouTube. Not cool at all.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so
for real. This time I'm going to get off, but I'm going to kick her off first. Dear Lord, have mercy. I'm going to go check out a couple other YouTubers if you want. But back to what I was doing before I started. I'm going to bed to do this. So you guys have a wonderful night. Lindy, for real, this is not testing. I'm going to get off now. So
okay, bye.
Adios, Lindy, and everybody else. Good night, guys.